I want to tell you about the day the bank announced it was downsizing. I was sitting there in that open plan office, the kind where everyone can see everyone's face, and I was waiting for the feeling to hit me, the panic, the dread. You know, that thing you're supposed to feel when the ground shifts from under you. But honestly, it didn't come. What came instead was relief, quiet, flooding, unmistakable relief. I was working in a bank, a good job by every measure, good salary, the kind of role where you dress the part. I remember what it felt like to put on that suit for the first few months, the novelty of it, and the relief of having landed something solid. But that feeling and the wow, it fades. And when the wow fades, you are left with just the job. That was when I started noticing the gap between what was happening inside of me and what was happening on paper. I kept showing up, I kept performing, but somewhere quietly, without announcing itself, my spirit had already left that room. I was present in my body and absent in every other way. I didn't have a name for it then. I just knew that something was wrong. I thought I should be grateful. I have exactly what I'm supposed to want. Is there something wrong with me? And that thought that I should be grateful, that's the one of the quietest ways a passive holding pattern keeps you stuck. So when the announcement came, the bank was downsizing, people all around me were in various levels of panic and crisis. I watched my colleagues process it. Some were devastated, some were calculating, but I felt lighter because some part of me, the part that I had been quietly ignoring, recognized that this was the moment the holding pattern was going to end. The relief was not a responsibility. The relief was a shelved vision. I was finally breathing again. So if you've ever sat in something, a role, a routine, a season that felt quiet, that guilty sense that something is wrong with you for not being satisfied, that was me. And what I now know that I did not know then is that feeling is not your failure. That feeling is your signal. God does not plant restlessness in you to make you miserable. He plants it in you to make you move. This week, I want you to ask yourself one question, just one. What have you been calling contentment that is actually a holding pattern? Write it down. You don't have to act on it yet. You don't have to have the answer yet. Just name it. Just name it. Because you cannot move forward when you refuse to name. I'm Miriam, and this right here is what She Builds Legacy is built on. Real women, real God ideas, real building. I'll see you next week.